beautiful. Such an awesome name. Tis. I-E? That's right. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good Yontif. Happy Passover. Hope everybody had good Seders and the matzah is treating you well. It's a pleasure to have everybody here tonight. We'll begin on page 10 with our opening song, Yedi Nefesh, in the middle of the page. Heart's delight, source of mercy, draw your servant into your arms. I leap like a deer to stand in awe before you. Yedi Nefesh, page 10. Yedid nefesh av harachaman, Yedid nefesh av harachaman, Meshochav decha, El ritzonecha, Meshochav decha, lai 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 lai, El ritzonecha. Yarutz avdecha, kemo ayal, Yishtachave lai lai lai, lai 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 lai, El mul hadarecha. Yarutz avdecha, kemo ayal, Yishtachave lai lai lai, lai 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 lai, El mul hadarecha. It's my pleasure to call up Beverly Ugent, who will light our Shabbat candles. We're on page 2 and page 3.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzavanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign in the universe, who follows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. Good Yontif. Thank you. We're going to continue now on page 24 with Shalom Aleichem. Beautiful melody written by Michael Heiss. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malchei hamelachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon.
מי מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש הקדוש ברוך הוא. ברכוני לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש הקדוש ברוך הוא.
We turn to page 145 as we rise for Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בהגהלה ובזמן קריב וימרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעלם לעלמי עלמיה, יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה. בריחו לעילה ולעילה, ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו, אמן.
We continue with Baruch Hu, page 146.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Let's read together at the bottom of page 147. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you, and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim, page 148. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shochbeinu uvkumenu, nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratcha, uvmitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki hem chayenu ve'orech yamenu, uvahem negei yomam v'layla, ve'ahavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. We continue with the watchword of our faith, page 149.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue with Ve'ahavta on page 150. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. We read responsively on page 151. We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all. Yet that oneness eludes our grasp, as imperfection and evil abound. Before our eyes there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness. There is evil enough to break the heart, and there is good enough to exalt the soul. When will redemption come? When we grant everyone what we claim for ourselves. Long ago we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High. We learn God's presence redeems time and event, so we celebrate this power that makes for freedom. Michamocha, page 152. מי כמוך פעילים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים. זה לי, ענו ואמרו. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Bishamru, page 154.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אל כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. We rise for Tefillah, page 155. And I'll remind you that on page 157, when we get to Givurot, we remember that the Seders are behind us. And so we're now not only in the period of the Omer, but now we are looking to summer. So now we were reading Morid Hatal, right? Very good. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufia gitehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot ve'Imahot, Umevi Geula Lihivnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rab lehoshia. Morid hatal, Mechalkel chaim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamolcha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman ata lehachayot hakol Baruch ata Adonai mechayeh hakol Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kedoshim bechol yom yahalalucha selah Baruch ata Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. You may be seated. Page 159. You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festival times. So it is written in your Torah together. The heaven and the earth were finished and all their array. On the seventh day, God had completed the work that had been done, ceasing then on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, and ceased from all creative work that God had chosen to do. Page 160 at the top of the page. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot, and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness, and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai our God, grant as our heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel, who sanctifies your name, may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. We continue now at the top of page 162 with our insertion during these days of Pesach. We can read together. Our God and God of our fathers and our mothers, be truly mindful of us and all your people Israel on this day of Pesach, and renew in us love and compassion, goodness, life, and peace. This day remember us for well-being. Amen. This day bless us with your nearness. Amen. This day help us to a fuller life. Page 163. For the good in us, which calls us to a better life, we give thanks. For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and our hands, we offer praise. For the desire in us, which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful. For life and nature, harmony and beauty, for the hope of tomorrow, all praise to the source of being. And we continue at the bottom of that page. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. And we can read together these most important words during these very challenging times in our lives. Page 164. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within its borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of our world. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people. Baruch atah Adonai, hamavarech et amo Yisrael bashalom. We turn now to our prayers for peace of healing, which you can find on page 253. We call to mind Shendel Bat Frida Malka, Julie Borokoff, Carol Dubin, Steve Duplinsky, Esther Cohen, Lisa Furstadt, Hachazan Sarah Rachel Bat Yocheved Alexander, Avram Ben Naftali, Sophia Rubenstein, Marla Chakowski, Michael Sachak, David Rotter, Natalie Cohen, Keith Mandel, Ela Bat Natan Vishoshana, Mark Cook, Dr. Susie Mendelson, Michaela Helen Berg, Michael Stroud, Susan Garrison, Ron Slavin, Peter Rotter, Roger Cook, Neil Pinsky, Layla Rosen, David Kleinman, Al Roseman, Wendy Schuster, Ann Becker, Kathy Baker, Janet Van Ziel, Ann Katz, Mosi Ramirez, Diane Redman, Mark Ackerman, Ruth Resnick, Ronald Barmacel, Jeff Zemmel, Carolyn Newman, Devorah Leah, Yocheved Sarah Leah, Kelly Anyak, Richard Kranzberg, Ricky Spiegel, Carol Rote, Wendy Pollack, Terry Hamann, Ellie Benzman, Bernie Plotkin, George Grimm, Patrick Heppy, Jerry Robert Barth, Morgan Hughes, Shana Rivka, Simon Leo and Noah Michael, Claire Vivian Gaster, and Sherry Spitzer. If there are others not mentioned here that are in need of a prayer for healing, feel free to mention their names aloud now. Thank you. We sing together these words of healing. Mi sheberach avoteinu mikor habracha leimotenu May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mikor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We take a few moments now for silent prayer. Iu leratzon imre fi vehegion libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri vegoli, Adonai tzuri vegoli. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my Redeemer. Iu leratzon imre fi vehegion libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri vegoli, Adonai tzuri vegoli. As we are instructed in the Torah in the book of Leviticus, we count the Omer from the second day of Passover through the holiday of Shavuot, which is how many days? 50 days, that's right. And tonight we are on the fourth day of the Omer, so we rise for the counting of the Omer, page 278. These 7 weeks between Passover and Shavuot are known as the Omer period. An omer was an ancient measure of grain and refers to the barley offering brought to the temple on the second day of Passover. Starting on that day, the Torah instructs, you shall count off 7 weeks. They must be complete. You must count until the day after the 7th week, 50 days. The festival of Shavuot is observed on the 50th day. The counting of the Omer, in Hebrew Sfirat HaOmer, which lasts for 49 days, takes place in the evening, commencing on the second night of Passover. Those who count the Omer recite the blessing each evening. The counting is stated in both total days and weeks and days, but we haven't gotten to 1 week yet, so we're just counting days. Page 278. הנני מוכן ומזומן לקיים מצוות עשה של ספירת העומר. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על ספירת העומר. I am ready to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the Omer. Our praise to you, Adonai, sovereign of all, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to count the Omer. Today is the 4th day of the Omer. We remain standing. It's my pleasure to call forward for the opening of the Ark for Aleinu, Jeff and Linda Berlin, and Harmony. Page 282. Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 287. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. They're tricky, these two of them. Stay.
There's a pattern to it.
10 seconds is the limit. Please be seated. Turn now to our time of memory, page 293. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this day, we remember in the period of Shiv'ah, Marcia Fenson, William Friedman, and Marlene Marks. And in the first 30 days since their passing in the period of Shloshim, we remember Larry Cahotis, Marnie Elbaum, Stanford Shire, and Bob Wallerstein. And we're also observing the following yahrzeits: Philip Abrams, Catherine Adams, Marvin Arnold, Dr. Noah Arnold, Sarah Baum, Nathan Berg, Martin Bernstein, Arlene Bloom, Mary Bloom, Isif Chernyakhovsky, Lena Cohen, Rose Coplin, Dorothy Davis, Adeline Domnitz, Melvin Eisenberg, Faye Federley, Julius Garber, Irving Gartenberg, Virginia Gimbel, Irvin Glass, David Gollin, Rose Granoff, Beryl A. Harris, Herman Hinden, Alexander Hoffman, Robert L. Hurwitz, Dr. Rachel Inselberg, Earl Kaplan, Bernard Keller, Ruth Rose Kohler, Michael Kryman, Et Leon, Rose Lukács, Joseph Mantell, Monroe Marks, Morris Minash, Alice Morin, Dorothy Plopper, Eleanor Robinson, Arthur Rosenberg, Ruth Rosenthal, Belle Borton Rupa, Ben Safer, Gerald Schmerin, Florence Schneiderman, Samuel Sinagub, Tracy Joe Sweet, Catherine Wahlberg, Augusta Wiener, Bertha Willinson, Bonnie Wise, and Lita Zemmel. If there are others you are remembering not mentioned here, please feel free to mention their names aloud. Your memory be for a blessing. His memory be for a blessing. We rise together, page 294, the words of mourners Kaddish, declaring the greatness of our God. Together. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'alam ulalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen. We're going to remain standing and turn to page 5 for Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lemaaseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher litziat mitzrayim, Kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. L'chaim. Sweet and good every time. Let's remain standing. Services, Torah study tomorrow morning at 9. Services at 10, followed by community lunch. Sunday religious school, and beyond that, I would say look at the website, check your emails. We are going to close on page 362. That's right, 362. With some very poetic words for a Passover hymn, Adir Hu, God of Might. God of might, God of right, thee we give all glory. Thine all praise in these days, as in ages hoary. When we hear year by year freedom's wondrous story, now as erst, when thou first made the proclamation, warning loud every proud, every tyrant nation, we thy fame still proclaim, bowed in adoration. Be with all who enthrall to their tasks are driven. By thy power speed the hour when their chains are riven. Earth around will resound joyous hymns to heaven. Shabbat Shalom, Happy Passover, Chag Purim, Chag Pesach, and to everyone at home, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Paul.